For the past 5 episodes, our town has looked like this. Yeah, it's not great. Until today. That's right. I'm going to be upgrading almost every aspect of our town, so let's get started. Alright, first things first, I'm going to go slaughter these innocent cows while their children watch because your boy's a little bit hungry. Alright, now the first thing I want to do for our area is smoothen off a whole bunch of the landscape everywhere. As you can see, it's a little bit like kind of jagged and spiky everywhere, and there's like big holes and stuff. So I'm just going to fill in all these holes and smoothen off everything and make it a bit more livable, I guess. Now, with the landscape being a little bit more workable, I guess, it's time to lay out the pathway. Yes, that's right, we're finally adding a goddamn pathway to this village. So you might have noticed during the time-lapse I created this little section here, and this is going to be kind of like the main area of the pathway, I guess. I'm also going to make all of our pathways 3 blocks wide. I just feel like that's like a good number. So I'm going to extend this all the way down to our front gate. Oh, hey guys, how's it going? Okay, I'm gonna have to make this a bit lower. And that leads us over to our gate here. So we've got this path that goes all the way down this way, and then I'm probably going to link this up to our bridge that we'll be creating in this episode over here. I'm finally gonna get rid of this little grass bridge I've been using. And then I'll also have 1 block wide pathways that'll kind of snake up and around to the houses. And yeah, also our pathways are gonna be made out of gravel, andesite, and stone. I just feel like that's a really nice texture for pathways. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and fill all this in and then link this up over to our bridge. And yeah, like I said, connect the houses up as well. Here's a closer look at what just happened. Yeah, that creeper almost just ended the series right then and there. Oh, how good does that look with those pathways? That looks so much better than it did before. So the next thing I want to get done is our little bridge here that leads over to our library and our fully automatic farm over there. Now, I also noticed that our villager in this half of the farm is completely missing. I have no idea what happened to him, so we're gonna have to get a new one in here eventually. But yeah, just before we get started on this bridge, I'm going to mine an absolute crap load of stone because I'm sick of running out of it. This is literally all I have in terms of stone to my name, and I'm just sick and tired of running out of it, so I'm going to just, I don't know, make a quarry or something. I'm just gonna go crazy. And then for the bridge, we're also gonna need a bunch of wood, so I'm gonna harvest a whole bunch of trees as well, and then we'll get started on the bridge design. Okay, now, with a whole bunch of resources, as you can see, my inventory is pretty loaded. It's time to head over to the bridge. Oh my god, okay, we got a bogey. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, that was pretty easy. What the hell? And, of course, we have another creeper. I'm gonna have to deal with him as well. Give me a second. So the bridge is going to be going right here, and I already have a pretty decent idea of what kind of bridge I want to build. So let's get started. Firstly, I'm going to replace all of this grass here and change it to our like actual pathway blocks, except for gravel, because I mean the gravel's just going to fall down. So we're just going to do andesite and stone for this. No one will probably notice, so it should be right. All right, so there's the actual pathway for the bridge, the most important part. Now what we have to do is figure out where we want all of our pillars to be. I'm actually going to make the pillars on the kind of outer layer, and these are all going to be spaced apart by 3 blocks. My pretty much my specialty at this point. I mean, it's just a really easy like way to build stuff. And I forgot my scaffolding. Okay, this is going to be a little bit more annoying than I thought it would be to build. Now I'm going to be adding some upside down stone stairs in between all of these for the sort of like railing base, I guess. We're going to be adding some more stuff on top of this, so just give me a second. Now with that done, we're going to be adding some stone brick walls on top of all of these pillar parts. And actually, I'm not going to be adding it to the middle ones. Just forget about those. Okay, you didn't see what happened here. Because on this part here, we're going to be adding in a nice little roofed section. It's going to look pretty cool, pretty clean. We'll just leave it like that for now. And so in between these, we're going to be adding in these spruce fence gates. It looks kind of weird how the arch doesn't like go back down on this side. So, I mean, it looks all right, actually. It kind of leads up over to this side, and then it'll lead back down like that. So yeah, it actually looks pretty cool, actually. So there, now you can see from the side, the kind of like style of the bridge, I guess. There's still a little bit more detailing to do. I'm going to have to go and grab some scaffolding because this is going to suck without it, to be honest. Oh, do you guys see that one? You could never dream of doing something that f***ing cool, mate. Sorry, I don't know what's come over me in this past couple of like minutes. I had some really good dinner and I'm feeling good, okay? All right, so let's build our little scaffolding platform. And of course, I have fallen. and I can't get up. All right, so I'm thinking I might actually differ from my plan a little bit. I was gonna do one like big arch, but I think I might actually do something different. And first I'm gonna have to clear out a little bit of this stuff so that we can kind of actually see this pillar all the way in here. So give me a second. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. Now let's actually add in our pillars on the sides over here. And then I'm gonna add in our central pillars as well. These are gonna go all the way down to the bottom, and I'm gonna quickly do the same thing on the other side as well while we're at it. I mean, we could honestly just leave it like that at this point. It looks pretty good, but I'm gonna take it up another notch and just add in some extra detail. So what I'm thinking, I don't actually know if this is gonna look good or not. I mean, I haven't really planned this at all. I'm gonna add in like a row of logs behind here, and then I think I'm gonna strip all of these logs. And then what I'm gonna do next is actually go to bed because it's nighttime and I don't wanna die. Now underneath this, I gotta try and figure out like what's gonna look good. So let's just try some slabs first. Now I just gotta stand back to kind of like appreciate the view and like see how it looks. And I think that actually looks pretty cool. It's a little bit thick, but I mean, what are you gonna do about it, to be honest? Now what I think I'll do, maybe add some slabs like that for a little bit of interesting lookingness. What if we even added some stairs like this? I feel like this is gonna look weird as well. Let's just see how it looks. Yeah, just honestly, just forget I even did that. Yeah, nah. And let's actually just add on these extra little details that I want to add on before we continue. So, firstly, we're going to be placing some trapdoors on these little intersection points. And then beside all of these, we're going to chuck in some signs. And this is just like a really nice detail that adds like a little bit of like depth to the side of our bridge here. Oh, something else we can actually do that I just thought of is chuck some lanterns in these little sections to brighten up the area. Hell yeah, that looks awesome. All right, now it's time to repeat this exact same thing on the other side. So let's get to it. Other side complete. All right, now it's onto our actual little roofed section over here, and this is gonna look pretty sweet. So let's actually quickly strip all these logs so it matches the logs below. Then we're gonna connect them all up along the top to make a bit of a frame here. And then we're just gonna slap a roof on this bad boy. And of course, I don't have stone slabs. The one thing I need. Luckily, I brought a crafting table because I know I would forget something that I need. And I definitely made the roof too high up. I'm gonna have to shift the whole boy down one block. Give me a minute, guys. Now to make this roof section look a little bit more interesting, we're gonna add probably one of my most favorite details to add to anything, which is just like this nice arch thing using some trapdoors and some upside down stairs in the corners. And now the finishing touches for the bridge. We're gonna chuck some lanterns on top of these stone brick walls on the front and back side. And I actually may have lied to you just then. We're actually gonna be adding a couple more little finishing touches. We're gonna chuck in some barrels and some chests just for some extra neato decoration. I actually just said neato. What the hell am I on about, dude? And there we go. That's a nice looking bridge in my books. Okay, now this next segment I'm gonna be calling Building in the Rain because I can't be bothered waiting for it to go away. So I hope you guys like some aesthetic rain building. So now we have this massive open space right here to add pretty much anything in. And I just thought of something just then to add in here. And that's gonna be like a nice little pond / park thing. So let's just get started in that right now. All right, so as for positioning, I'm thinking probably like this area like here. I mean, it's not going to take up the whole area, let's be real here, but yeah, so for the pathway, I'm actually just going to branch off a nice little dirt path down to the section. And yeah, I'm thinking this is a nice spot here to start. So we're going to branch the pathway around in a nice kind of circular shape. And yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with that layout. So now let's actually fill in all of these spots where I want the coarse dirt to be. That's not coarse dirt. Okay, hold on. There we go. God damn, when the shovel's too powerful. Okay, it's actually annoying at this point. All right, there we go. So there's our path outline done. Now it's time to actually add in the little pond section. Yeah, let's just dig like a nice little circular shape for the pond. Nothing too like perfect looking. Yeah, that's pretty nice. And I think I'm actually going to quickly grab something to make the pond look a little bit better as well. Also, the building in the rain segment is coming to a close. We're now building in the sun, thankfully. Yeah, also, if you're wondering what this giant thing is, be sure to check out the previous episode. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. So yeah, we're going to be chucking some andesite slabs and stairs in this bad boy. Probably just like, I mean, that much, I guess. And now let's fill this bad boy up with some water. That's not water. There we go. There's our little pond outline and water done. Next, let's decorate it by adding in some seagrass. Let's chuck in a couple of sugar canes. I also want to put some azaleas in here as well, because that will definitely look nice. And some moss carpet too. Hell yeah, that's nice and lush. Okay, now as we come to the back section over here, I want to add in a nice little bench. So let's chuck in some stairs like this, and then I'll probably add some signs on the sides. And then right here, let's also add in a nice custom tree design. So let's chuck in some oak logs. I don't want this to be too big, so we're just gonna do something like this. Yeah, that's looking nice. Something cool we can do as well is chuck a lantern on this little branch here. All right, now for the final detail, I'm gonna add some little broken fences around the place that just kind of like frame the area a little bit better. Then let's add some lanterns on top of these fences around the place just to brighten the area up at nighttime. And now the final thing we're gonna be adding is some farms beside these. These are just gonna be pretty much purely aesthetic. I'm not gonna be like harvesting them anytime soon or anything like that. First time using the new bridge. Hell yeah. Your boy's here for some carrots. Man has been hard at work over here. Holy crap. And okay, buddy. And it's still going. The hopper's full. That hopper's full. The barrel's full. I could probably send this guy on a vacation pretty soon, honestly. And now it's time to add in the farms. Now, I just realized you can't harvest tall grass for some reason with shears. It just gives you 2 pieces of grass. That's like the saddest thing I've ever realized. I just wanted to add this quick clip in after the fact. I just realized you can bone meal grass to make it tall grass. Yeah. I'm an idiot. So what I'm gonna try and do is use some bone meal, like so, to get some tall grass in the spots that I actually want it in. And yeah, that's honestly pretty good. I actually really like having that dense grass behind there. That looks nice as. I'm gonna leave it like that. Now let's sprinkle in a couple more flowers around the place just to add a little bit of vibrance to the area. We've got a bogey coming after us, of course. Man, I'm trying to do lush, peaceful things. Get the hell out of here. And now, I don't know about you guys, but this tree actually looks really crap. I was lying when I said I liked it, okay? We're gonna have to do something better. Now, let's actually make the custom tree that I had planned to make. So a really nice and easy way to make a, like, nice and easy custom tree is to just make a main stem, obviously, of the tree, and then to just place a whole bunch of branches randomly around the place like this. And now with like a dead tree looking thing right here, what we're gonna do next is add in a leaf block, and we're pretty much aiming to cover every exposed face of the wood here. And there we go. Just like that, we have created a really nice custom tree. And I still also made sure to leave a nice oh, okay. Whoopsie daisy. And yeah, like I was saying, I still made sure to leave a nice branch here that we can hang a lantern on. I would actually like to do the same right here as well, so there we go. Now I had another nice extra little idea for a thing to add here, and that is just like a nice little bamboo farm thing. And then because I don't want these to frickin' skyrocket in the air like these ones over here, I'm going to cap them off by using some string on top. This is a really handy way to just stop anything from growing. Saplings as well, works on saplings. And sugar canes too, like if I wanted to keep this one 2 blocks high, you can just chuck a piece of string on top and it's virtually invisible as well. And yeah, so there's our nice little park thing that we've added in, or park/pond. It's gonna look a whole lot better when all of the crops are actually grown, so we'll check back in on it pretty soon and see how it looks. And so while we wait for that, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with a really big time lapse that it's going to take quite a while. So I'm just going to go ahead and add in a whole bunch of new houses around the place, and I'm also going to try and get as much of the wall done as I can. Now the areas where I think I'm going to be expanding the walls, I'm probably just going to use spruce fences instead, just to save me the trouble of destroying it and expanding it. And yeah, so let's just go ahead and get started in that right now. All right, so firstly, I just wanted to go around and add some texture to all of our existing houses and buildings. So instead of just having plain stone bricks, I wanted to sprinkle in some stone as well. I feel like it just makes it look a little bit more interesting. Then it was on to adding in a couple of new house designs. We added in a couple of single-story ones like this one here, and also a couple of 2-story buildings as well. Then it was on to adding in a bunch of walls. I didn't want to add in too many because I'm going to be expanding pretty far anyway, and I don't want to just have to destroy all of this in the future, so yeah. And now the final thing, I just wanted to add in this nice lamp design in a whole bunch of different places around the pathway just to brighten up everything. Alright, and that just about does it for this episode. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe as it greatly helps out your boy. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.